Good evening, I'm Eric Zawadzki. I'm the developer for the Deviant the Renegades game. This is my tabletop group meeting in quarantine. Go ahead and introduce yourselves.
Jake playing Steve.
Noel playing Benji.
Rachel playing Tamsin.
Mark playing Solomon.
All right. Shall we start with quotes?
Sure.
You didn't say anything funny last time.
I know that's decidedly not true.
No quotes last time.
The end.
You're just 2 seconds away from feral right now. I don't know. You're the creator of the game. You tell me. See, you chuckled. I'm going to assume my Jared sense isn't tingling. Please don't use the word Jared sense and tingling in the same sentence. To the museum! Lives are at stake! Too bad it's not vampires. Lives, stake. Time to do the biathlon without the skis. Actually, there's lots of skis around. Well, excuse me. Oh, I'm adding another cave bear for that.
Wow, I might have to explain that one day.
Cave bears will continue until the punning stops.
I don't remember that at all.
It happened. You stay in my car and try not to irradiate them. I'm not hanging out with you anymore. I don't know why you started. We sing a sea shanty to try and get the song out of her head. Soon may the kitty cat come to bring us catnip and balls and rum.
Rumbles.
He shoots ice and snow. Fits the last line too. Eric gives a look. I just earned another bear, didn't I? That was interesting. Anyway, and that is it.
All right, so I'm going to give some context here. So we were a long time ago. Most of the people here were playing a 4th ed D&D game, and there was this concept of skill challenges where if you succeeded, you managed to move the plot forward, and nothing extra bad happened. And if you failed, the plot still moved forward, but there was a downside in a future encounter. And in this particular case, I had set up a combat and involved, I think, originally was 2 bears. 2 cave bears, and they failed a skill challenge, and so it was they got like 1 or 2 extra bears. And as this combat went really south for them, they almost all died, or at least there was
mostly
one
due to the fairy swarms.
yes, that's true. But the bears did not help, and
No.
they're like, oh my gosh, why did you do this? Why did you come up with this combat like this? And I'm like, yeah, I'm sorry guys, but you earned these bears. And it has become this sort of watchword for like the GM is punishing you for something that is really not really out of proportion to what you deserve. Which, let's face it, most role playing involves a little bit of that. All right, so last week we went to to a museum of winter sports in Colorado, in Vail, to try to rescue Abby. Their good friend and the receptionist of Serendipitous Gardens when she's not being tapped to take down renegades or capture from the clutches of all of the renegades that they inadvertently created when trying to murder their bosses. And they had killed one of them for sure, scared another one off, we think, are currently facing down one that's covered in like ridiculous, impossible armor and looks like the Shrike from Dan Simmons' Hyperion series. And then the 4th is currently holding a variation gun to Abby's head in a room off of the 2nd floor.
A variation gun?
Yeah, it's a lash variation.
It's what?
It's a lash. So it's and it's a gun. It's a gun. I mean, it's a ranged lash, and it's being held at point blank range. So it's a variation gun. Variation gun to the head.
Not a gun that gives you variations when you get hit by it.
That would be fun, but that's not what's going on here.
It's like the opposite of what
Abby can do.
Yeah, it would be. But right now she's blindfolded, so she doesn't have a good way of devariationing, depowering the guy with the variation gun.
She requires vision to do that then.
Apparently.
Basically, all powers require you to be able to see it.
Well,
Pretty much.
That's why that darkness power was such a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
I can split even if I can't see.
Well, yes, but you're weird and different.
Actually, if I
Alright.
can't see, I might travel back in time.
Not actually travel back in time, but yeah.
Well,
Although I guess you are
all
proactive, so
state.
shit happens.
If you consider not seeing the same as being in darkness.
It's the weirdest game of peekaboo you've ever played.
Peekaboo.
Peekaboo, and then it is your actual mom from your childhood on the other side.
Peekaboo.
I'll get you for this.
Currently 3 beats in the beat jar.
Hey, we haven't even started.
That's from last. You're still bruised from last session. And
I'm just down a bunch of willpower. I don't remember why though.
Probably from trying to shoot something or something.
I'm just up a bunch of damage. I know how that happened.
oh yeah, that was one thing that we did update last week was the rule system surrounding coactives adaptation. Final version has it so that the +1 bump is free as it still is. If you increase the variation by 2, it causes a point of bashing damage. If you increase it by 3, it causes lethal. If you increase it by 4, you get a point of ag, rather than the lethal per point above 1 that it was before.
Yay!
Yay! I can be convinced. I'm a sucker that way as a designer.
Well, considering that I built my character with a bunch of small variations around using the adaptation, it's great.
It's really great for you. You still might take lethal once in a while.
Remind me,
Yes.
in a scene, is it once total or once per power?
It is. You can only use it on 1 power per scene without resetting the adaptation, which is always going to cost you. If you're using multiple variations during the same, or if you're boosting multiple variations during the same scene, everyone after the first one always does a lethal damage to you, in addition to the willpower cost.
Windows.
Computer wanted to start right now.
Hi, looks like you're on a Zoom call. This looks like a great time to restart your computer.
Better you than me, like, because of course it hates. I hiccups the recording, but yeah. All right. So, did anyone have experiences that they wanted to spend before we start?
Yes, but I don't know what on. I'm
What
trying to
experience you got
figure
floating
out
around?
what variation I can spontaneously do that's going to help me here without going back to one I've already done.
Body swap. That would be a good one.
Yes. How many XP to spontaneously become my test character?
Man, just yeah.
Body surfing granny.
Body surfing granny. That is now completely possible under Clade's companion rules. So
Woo.
yeah, it's a myriad plus body swapper.
All
And
of
you
our
can bring-
silliest ideas become canon.
Not all of them, but you guys definitely do come up with some crazy stuff that I'm like, that's awesome. You know, there's a reason I game with you guys. And yeah, so
I mean, memory thief could be. No.
you've got a memory thief in your party. You just need to somehow convince him not to steal trash memories, garbage memories.
Cosmo has memory thief.
He does.
Yeah. Hey, Cosmo, can you quick spawn here and steal this guy's memory of why he wants to do this?
He was too busy defending the portal from all of the renegades. Remember? Sort of defending
I think
it.
that depends on whether Steve counts as his familiar or not.
What else?
Steve is Cosmo's familiar.
Yeah.
You want uplifts? This is how you get uplifts.
This guy who is holding the lash gun is the same guy who went speeding down the hallway really fast, right?
Mm-hmm. He is a super speedy guy.
Well, that complicates things.
Yeah.
What else did we see him do? I thought we saw him do something else.
Well, I'm seeing him hold a body gun.
Yeah. I just feel like he did something else earlier, but I don't remember. Because I was like, wow, that guy's got a lot of powers. But I could be thinking of somebody else.
Which guy was the one with the lash gun again?
The speed guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, you haven't seen his last power because it's on a short timer.
Did you say last power or lash power?
Last power because it's on a short timer.
I don't know. I'm lost for ideas, and we probably don't need to suck the whole game time with me trying to figure this out. So
Okay.
Because anything I bought at this point, I'd have to figure out a scar for, and that would be.
Yeah, that's its own. That is in some ways more complicated than variation. Okay.
You wouldn't let me take the power now and figure out the scar.
Yeah, it's not so much. Yeah. Okay, next question is who furthered or failed to further touchstones last session?
I think that's me.
Okay, so you are gaining a minor?
Yeah.
I mean, we're both here to help Abby, so I think that counts, right?
And also you're a guardian, so
Rachel and I.
don't have to deal with nearly the kind of nonsense.
Right.
So.
Well,
What am I thinking?
We're here to rescue a touchstone of mine. Plus, I mean,
yeah, I think that's fair.
So you're safe.
You're safe.
I already have a lot of instability right now.
Not more than me, probably.
We have equal amounts.
Oh, well, I'm probably about to gain one because unless this counts as messing with Dunk, or Francois, or Cornelius, or my girlfriend, then this would be no.
Have you been winking, Abby?
Nope.
Wow.
I think
I
think the girlfriend is a loyalty to, not a conviction, right?
What?
I think the girlfriend is a loyalty, not a conviction, right?
Touchstones.
Yeah.
Yeah, say girlfriend who's your conviction touchstone just does not seem like a good place to go.
No.
All right.
Though it could be amusing for the right person.
Probably me. More on that later. Okay. So aspirations seem to be pretty much in glorious harmony at the moment. rescue Abby, free Abby, find out what happened to Saeed. Then use
Specifically, I
the-
want her to jump majestically over a stone barrier into the ocean.
Okay.
Never
I
mind.
haven't seen that movie in a long time, but I know what you're referring to.
You touch her belly as she jumps over.
That seems like a terrible idea. All right. Any wavering touchstones that need to be affirmed?
Yep.
Yep, you do. Okay. Because you have the guy who murdered your buddy.
Yep.
And
Cornelius
also-
and Francois,
Yep. Okay.
because none of
Alright.
us have involved them for like the past many weeks.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So we're going to keep last week's initiative just for making sure things are organized in some fashion. So let's start with Steve. You were.
No, it's me.
Yep.
Okay. Well, no one is currently diffusing the situation with Abby, right?
Not yet.
I haven't had
Okay.
a chance to try.
Um,
You don't even know about the situation with Abby yet.
what?
Yeah, because she's
I'm-
the one that went in. You're right behind.
Oh,
Remember,
okay.
there's the like plastic sheeting on next to the balcony.
Well, then I am gonna go through the plastic sheeting.
All right. Okay, you can see Abby being held hostage. Hampson.
Yes. So I am not a cat.
No,
You are a naked.
you were a naked.
Do I want to do this with dignity or not? And the song is still playing.
The song is still playing.
Okay.
This is the room that has the control for it, though.
Yes, which is why I was heading for this room. I didn't realize this is where he had went.
Yep.
So he's there. He has the gun to Abby's head.
Mhm.
What are you trying to accomplish?
I am trying to stay out of the power of the people you work for. And if you let me out, I will let her go. I have no interest in holding her hostage long term. You've made your point. Resistance is death, clearly.
Our point is we just wanted Abby back.
That's what we were trying to tell you outside.
Just our point, we just want her back. You guys attacked us. So were we just supposed to stand there and let you attack us? Like, what did you expect was going to happen?
You came breaking into the building where we had taken shelter. How did you find out that information? And I don't know what you did to Saeed or with him. Probably in some
What did you do with Saeed?
container. We did nothing with Saeed.
Well, tell the truth. We let him go. What did you do with him?
He never arrived. I don't know what you're talking about.
Well,
You've got to be lying.
that's an interesting plan to take. We let him go. We do what's asked. We talk with him. We make nice. And then the next thing you know, you're kidnapping our friends. What's wrong?
We have no sense of you returning him. I'm sorry, I can't believe you. I mean,
I can't believe you.
you and your friends are the reason for what happened to us.
Actually, I and a friend are the reason why you didn't die in a basement. Unlike your the other people who got buried in the backyard,
Well, that was
they're trying to stop.
you can't fool us. Your Patsy told us everything.
What, Patsy?
We were kept around because we had manifested unusual abilities.
What, Patsy?
It had nothing to do with anything you guys cared about.
Third time. What, Patsy, dude?
They're talking about Dunk.
I'm asking that in character.
No, I'm responding to you in
He's
character.
arriving
I'm
in
there
character,
too.
yeah.
I was trying to put him on the defensive.
So in any case, whatever ideas you have for me, I'm not going to play along. So I would suggest you just not do anything crazy and let me out of this building.
But why can we trust you? We already did what you guys asked, and in exchange, you kidnapped our friend.
What am I going to do? Do you think I'm going to run off with your girl here?
No, I think you're going to kill her because you're no. How can we trust you?
Well, we can't really trust each other at all now, can we? But I've got the gun to her head.
And that makes you feel like a big man?
And you're blocking my way out. So I would suggest you get out of the way and I will leave her here.
How can I trust you?
Because if you push me too hard, her brains are going to be spattered over there on that wall.
And that's how you treat the people who free you. Do you remember in the basement?
Such bullshit.
Do you remember in the basement?
Yes, I remember the basement.
How did you get out of the cells?
Someone got a hold of a key and freed everybody else.
Very tiny person who was riding a cat?
I have no idea. It was pitch black. And that's not where my abilities run through.
Okay, who else was there who would know?
Go ahead and give me a presence plus persuasion at a -2 penalty because of your conviction touchdown.
-2 means -2 dice.
Yes.
Okay. I am going to spend a willpower, which gives me, where's the pencil? There it is. Which gives me, sorry, this one thing being slightly different among so many games, I can never keep it straight, which this gives me extra dice. This does
3 extra dice for willpower.
3 extra dice, thank you.
Yep.
It is the same as Exalted.
No, it's
Nope.
not.
No, it's not.
It is.
Same as Beige.
It is different.
But new mage, not old mage.
Not old man.
Yes.
And this is a problem. Ooh, that's not a problem. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many times can I keep rolling 10s?
Until you stop rolling 10s.
6.
Okay.
I have rolled like crap over the past 3 games, so I'm so glad that finally.
There may be something in what you're saying. As a act of good faith, though, please let us out. I won't hurt your receptionist, despite the fact that she's gotten several of our friends locked up on behalf of the Ganunga group.
All right. Well, first off, we can change places so that you're on the outside and I'm on the inside. But can you just listen to what we have to say? Because we honestly did let Saeed go. And I'm now really worried that he hasn't made it back to you guys.
Well, so are we, obviously.
So
that's why we attacked. We thought that you had found out where he was going, and used that information to find us. Like, it's really strange that you guys found us so easily and so quickly.
Well,
Where did that information come from? Where are you getting your intel?
where did we get that intel?
I don't remember.
Jared.
All
Ah,
right.
let's just say I have Casper, the sexual harassing ghost who likes to give me information.
This is the most wrong metaphor I've heard in a long time, Rachel. Casper's the ghost of a little boy who died, or something like that. It just Casper is anyway. I'm gonna stop thinking about this too hard. Okay.
I will explain once we've exchanged places. All right.
All right. You and your friend come in, and I will go out.
All right. We go in.
Here. As a further act of good faith, he pushes the stop button on the music.
Thank you. I would say it just that song. I mean, it just kind of gets me right here, knowing it worked for something for so long, and because of something from out of my control, it's not going to come true. So it's a little taunting.
Welcome to Deviant, where all your hopes and dreams are destroyed forever by getting superpowers.
Where hopes and dreams go to die.
Yeah.
Our hopes and dreams go into a meat grinder and get churned out into superpower sausage.
Yes, but I mean, I do actually say that to him.
Oh, okay.
That was in character, not out of character.
All right. Are you guys making this switch?
So, just to say, first off, has it ever occurred to you that she might be an unwilling participant?
Yes, that's what she said.
I pull up the website with this is. I always dreamed that I would get to be in this museum, like not as a visitor, as on the walls. Okay, I have trained my life to try and make it to the Olympics. This is my training partner, my closest teammate. And
What's
right
that
now,
countdown for?
if I do something that they don't like, they will hurt her.
That's awful.
Yeah.
What's her story?
She is an innocent bystander.
Does he mean Abby or does he mean?
Oh, wait, was he talking about the
She means
person?
Abby.
Abby.
She means Abby.
Was it a sister?
I know Abby told us. Shoot.
Yeah.
The fact that her name, well, yeah, she has a sister, but also her name thing is an issue.
They have a way of controlling her, and I believe they also have a member of her family.
Who are these people?
They are horrible.
They're not the best.
So why did you try to keep them from destroying the thing that would take out the people that control it?
1 second.
Probably impossible
Sorry.
to parse. I mean, why did you stop the Renegades from wrecking the machinery?
Because that is unrelated to them. I'm not exaggerating when I say this, but if you attack it and destroy it, you will destroy the world. And I gesture at Benji. He can tell you all of the metaphysics of it.
I point to him and say, listen, this is what Saeed and I talked about.
Yep.
He can see it too. That's why he knew where to attack, where to do the most damage. We can't destroy it. We would love to. We don't want this to happen to anyone else.
But the world ends.
Yeah, like not metaphorically the world ends. I mean, the world ceases to exist, which I'll admit, considering our current situation, may not sound that horrible sometimes, but seems a bit extreme on a global level.
So are you helping them or hurting them, or
Yes.
what is exactly are you doing?
All right, let me level. We're trying to hurt them. In trying to hurt them and succeeding in killing some of them, like remember Karen?
Oh yeah,
Karen was the worst, right?
she seemed okay.
She worked with them. She was the worst kind of bureaucrat. The one who gleefully does evil with a stamp and then goes home and pretends like she hasn't ruined people's lives.
What, like a notary public?
An evil notary public.
I believe the term is notary publican.
Oh.
So, yeah, we've been trying to. This is more than you probably want to talk about here and now. As a show of good faith, can we help you find Saeed?
Yes. How are you going to notify us of his location?
Well, I don't know where he is. That's why I said together we find him, not we go to the place. But we called him an Uber, so we have a place to start.
Okay.
Do you know?
He's our next stop after we finish with you guys.
Yeah. So maybe
We sent him off on good terms.
we do this.
If you want us to find him and tell you where he is, that's fine too. But
Or we work with power of numbers, because I know
There's this
Tamsin.
the problem that we're running into is how do we communicate without me being put in jeopardy and without me being put in jeopardy. Let's not.
Listen, we can get Tamsin. I know what you're trying to do, and I mean, in a perfect world, it could work. I don't think it's going to happen.
Well, I mean, I'm giving him an option because considering the rest of the group that was attacking the machine was probably grabbed by whoever it is that was there, we might be all that he has.
I suppose. Listen, if we need to get into contact with you, we can do it through the laptop you stole. You still got it?
Maybe.
Yeah, it's unfortunately not super useful.
Okay. But
Or
can
else,
communicate with it? Through it?
What?
But you can communicate through it somehow?
Yeah. Benji's great with stuff like that.
Yeah. So when we were you, our first thought was to get a hold of that laptop too. It, as you may have discovered, it's not very useful. However, one of the things that we did while we stole it was put a back door onto it so that we could get into it remotely if we needed to.
Okay. Well, I will make sure that my remaining companions are aware of that. So I should probably go now. Because if they use measures of control on you, the way you describe, it seems likely to me that they've probably sent someone else behind you to make sure that you finish the job.
That's likely.
I mean, that's what I would do.
Yeah, that seems reasonable.
In the
Shit,
meantime,
I didn't even think of that.
hide your loved ones. Being you're an orphan.
Go ahead.
Nobody said anything for a bit.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought I had interrupted somebody accidentally.
Nope.
Well, I step back from the door and hold up my arm. You're welcome to go. We're never trying to keep you here.
Okay. He calls down to the Shrike-looking guy, Aaron, and Daniel, wherever you are, we're leaving.
Standing there this whole time.
Well, I mean,
Yeah, you guys have probably been having your crazy face off because you were blowing him backwards. He's super tough and basically unkillable and strong. It's a bit of a standoff.
Well, at some point he'll start taking unavoidable damage.
Shrike guy?
Shrike guy. Yeah.
The Shrike guy who was.
And radiation.
Oh, yeah.
Start taking bashing damage. After-
Lethal.
Oh, it is lethal. Okay. Because I forgot it's the ground zero version. But yeah. All right. They release Abby and they head out of the museum. And there is abruptly some shouting and some gunfire and a bunch of clearly some kind of struggle going on outside. How are you responding?
Let's struggle.
Let's go look.
and Abby at the moment.
Yeah. But also, we should check out, see what that is in case it's not the cavalry.
But this is kind of the point where we hope it isn't the cavalry.
I mean, if it's not the cavalry, what would it be? I'm gonna go see if I can help them escape whatever evil clutch is. Clutch?
Okay.
Yeah, me too. I'm going out there.
Also, I mean, my stuff is on, so
Yeah. Well, it does look like some black vans and a moving truck have pulled up in front of the door of that loading dock. And it isn't Dunk because Dunk
come
is
on.
otherwise occupied.
It's
I need to like do stuff for Dunk.
Okay. Although it would be retconning what I did last week a little, what I said last week, but okay, fine. Dunk is involved in trying to capture these folks. He's not having as much luck as he would like, I think, because as it turns out, Alberto can fly very, very fast, just not for very long, and that's enough to get him out of range.
That was the one. You told us you could fly last week.
Okay. I couldn't remember whether I had revealed that or not.
Yep.
Daniel has camouflage 4, so he just slips through that way. But Aaron has lots and lots of carapace and not a whole lot else. So he's getting into hand-to-hand combat with Dunk. who is not nearly as well armored as him, but it's grappling a creature made of swords is kind of not a very fun endeavor.
You know what's a real problem for Dunk is
What?
that turns out that Shrike guy has translocation too.
Go for it. I think you're still.
I should be still pumped from last week. And can I assume that he's not resisting me? Because he does get a resistance if he does.
What's the resistance roll? What's the attribute that's involved?
Let me just make sure I know what I'm talking about. Physical stamina.
Okay.
I think it comes out of my roll, but no, maybe not.
It's contested.
Okay. Well, I got 3.
Okay, where are you translocating him to?
Well, I have blind, so I can translocate him out of sight.
Yep.
He just disappears.
Okay. Where are you trying to translate him to, roughly? In general.
Around the corner of the building.
Okay. Yeah, he disappears. He goes to whatever destination you had in mind. It's a little hard for him. He has a hard time hiding himself. It's not the kind of thing you can just put on a hat and disappear. But Dunk is swearing a lot. You can refresh your heal your minor. That's definitely messing with the mover.
Way to go.
I start swearing out at him. You let him get away.
Poor Dunk. Okay, I think I'm the only one that could potentially pity Dunk. He's an NPC that only a GM could love.
You named him Dunk. He's made for us to dunk upon.
I didn't name him.
I named him Dunk.
I didn't realize he didn't come with the name Dunk. Or I forgot.
His name is Duncan Grimmel, aka the Grim Reapo.
Well, I was going to be blinding him until I guess the guy disappeared, and then we'll see what's going on.
No, I'm pretending that it wasn't our fault.
Yeah. Is Abby okay?
Abby is staring at Dunk with this sort of level of contempt that you haven't seems vaguely familiar, but isn't like Abby.
Huh.
He says,
Maybe she can shut Dunk down.
He is a little redunculous.
"You are sloppy and incompetent, and I have no idea why we are still employing you."
Who's talking?
Abby.
This is Abby, but it doesn't sound like Abby. In fact, she doesn't look like Abby at the moment. She looks like Karen.
She's talking to Dunk?
Like,
Yeah, she's
Karen?
talking to Dunk. Yes.
That's good.
Remember how much time she spent looking like Karen?
Yeah.
And she's been through a traumatic experience during which she wasn't able to make contact with her loyalties and pursue her convictions, such as they are. So
I guess we don't know who her loyalty and conviction touchstones are.
we have a pretty good sense of who her loyalties are.
Is it us?
Oh.
Is it Steve?
Yes, definitely Steve. And you too, I think.
Aw, we're mutuals.
Yay!
Creepy.
Only occasionally creepy.
Well, if someone's your loyalty touchstone, you don't want to find out you're their conviction touchstone.
That's like the boyfriend conviction touchdown that we were talking about earlier, or girlfriend conviction touchdown that we were talking about earlier.
Look,
I had this plan before you guys mentioned that. I'm like,
It's a love-hate relationship.
yeah. Go home.
She
You
was
need
talking.
to clean up that mess that that Jared left down back there. I don't even know why he sent you here. You've been of more use there. Dunk just sort of like stares in this kind of horror and just sort of does what he's told. And then, what are you looking at? He's talking to you guys.
You okay?
Who cares?
Wait, are we talking to Dunk or are we
I've
talking
been
to
shining
Abby?
lights on him this whole time.
On Dunk?
I said when we came out, I was blinding him.
Okay. I thought that once combat was over, such as it was, that would.
Why would
be
I
over.
stop beaming Dunk?
Just get your conviction, get your minor clear healed. We're not killing Dunk right now. Oh well, I'm wearing this t-shirt.
You sure? I've got a rifle. Last time I didn't have a rifle.
You found one.
Three of us have rifles.
Yeah.
Dunk is not alone.
Empowered. I think Dunk should
He's
go.
not.
He
There are
does.
like 10 or 15 dudes with him.
Hey, Saul, maybe you ought to get your lights under control.
Yeah, I know. My aim was pretty bad at that metal dude, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It's hard sometimes.
I think you've just been working too hard. I just stopped talking there because both of our brains just stopped for a good excuse.
After a moment,
hey,
once Dunk leaves,
It's a success. So
oh yay!
I'm shining.
Shine on, you crazy diamond.
I'm
All right.
sticking by Abby, but I'm a little concerned because I don't have good associations with Karen.
Okay, Abby is Abby again.
Oh, good. You okay?
Abby.
What just happened? Where did Dunk go?
He left.
Do you have a hidden Karen personality? And I mean that
What?
literally,
Oh.
because you just became Karen and totally Karen'd at him.
I have not. I haven't been Karen since Karen stopped being around. Just put it that way.
Yeah. Like
That's different.
that was peak Karen.
Even listen to you.
Yeah.
What? Well,
He went
yes.
through like a dog with his tail between his legs.
What did Karen do to him?
What did Karen do to you?
You have some idea?
I know, I guess. Should we
Yeah.
go to a bar?
That would be lovely.
Okay.
What was? I guess she wouldn't know, but you as Karen just said something about a mess somewhere else. Wasn't there the other people of this group attacking the condos again?
I don't know. Were they?
How would you know that, though?
I don't know how I would know that.
You were
Well,
right.
I mean, yeah, right. I'm remembering correctly. Weren't other people attacking again?
Yeah, but the conspiracy dealt with it.
Well, it sounded like there was a mess, and they should have had Dunk there as well.
We can see what Cosmo says.
Maybe Jared
Cosmo?
didn't do so.
Yeah. Hold on. There's some chittering sounds. You get the sense that he's like pointing someone to the like appropriate elevator to get up.
Perfect.
Okay. What?
Looking to verify some information on what's going on over there.
I have not been digging in the trash again.
No, with the attack. With the people.
Oh yeah. That one guy, Jared, I think you call him. He took care of it. I think.
Yeah.
Listen, we're going back there anyway. We'll just go look.
Well, some of us are going back there.
Okay.
Well, okay, because I think that Steve and Abby and I should go get margaritas.
Because you guys need to burn off some medium. At least you do.
Because there are positive associations there, and I think it might help ground her. Hopefully.
I mean, there's no reason we can't all go.
Well, they seem like they want to go back and check on things.
Yeah, we got to go find Saeed. He's still missing.
Seems like
True.
True. Maybe before the fun times.
Not fun times necessarily. I'm trying to make sure that everybody's okay.
Yeah, I understand that.
Yeah. About that.
Okay, so are we splitting into two groups ultimately? Margarita crowd, Team Margarita and Team Portal?
Team Find Saeed.
Sure. I'm definitely not going to having margaritas, but I'll certainly drop you off.
And then we can come after you if needed for Saeed searching.
Sure.
You can get us on Trash Talk.
We all have priorities.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, touchstone.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm going to go ahead and give you your medium healing.
Okay, I'm like, wait, I get more?
Those of you who have Abby as a loyalty touchstone do refresh full willpower. You definitely risk your lives and safety for benefit.
And yet I'm the one who takes all the damage.
It's hilarious, isn't it? We're still making an example of you, Noel.
Yeah.
Well,
after all these years.
I'm a boneless cat. What's your excuse?
You're also naked. Maybe you shouldn't go have margaritas.
You might want to fix that part before we go out for margaritas.
I left my clothes in the car. I forgot I did it. I probably stole something from the gift shop on the way out.
Those Olympic rings, we can see right through them. Sorry.
I meant like a bath towel or something. It's like a men's extra large sweatshirt, so it's like.
I am sure that the gift store at the Winter Sports Museum includes some clothing.
Yes.
But again, you didn't. It's not like you were in the car naked the whole time.
No. This is just more so I didn't have to talk to Dunk naked.
Yeah, it's when your clothes fell off at the door over there.
Oh,
yeah.
Yes. So, now I guess I'm going to question the ethics of should I return a used sweatshirt that I didn't pay for, or should I just continue to steal it?
You earned that sweatshirt. Fuck 'em.
It's yours now.
And all the slime or whatever. I guess not.
Slime? I don't turn into.
I know.
I am not your child's plaything that ends embedded in carpet. I do not leave little bits of me on upholstery.
I love how defensive you got about that.
I love how specific the defensiveness was.
And like how absolutely precisely I got exactly what you were going for because I have to deal with crap all the time. We have a rule about plate that the slime has to be in. And sometimes the slime does not stay on the plate.
Yeah.
We try.
Oh, out of game rule. I'm like,
Out of game.
Why can't I leave a plate? This sounds.
Why can't I have a plate of slime? at the gaming table because you can't be trusted, Rachel.
Leave little bits of yourself all over stuffed animals. One.
Anyway, so yeah, all right. Is Team Margarita trying to get information out of Abby, or just trying to bond and make her forget for a bit?
Well, this part of Team Margarita is at least going to see what comes out of Abby first and what sort of mood she appears to be in. And if she seems like...
Okay. Give me,
Karen-y?
give me presence plus, or wits plus empathy.
Wits plus empathy.
Yep.
And we can both roll this?
Yeah, sure.
If I persuade her, I'm all right. If she's all right, can I go for persuasion and get 3 more dice?
No, not if you're trying to figure out what she's been through.
Okay, well, 1.
All right. You get the sense that she's been through some shit, and it wasn't just like the hostage situation. That it's what she's been up to while she hasn't been hanging around with you has been deeply upsetting to her, because she's basically been on takedown duty for the last few weeks since the accident and the escape. And it is always a little upsetting for her to like zap people, take away their powers, then have like Dunk beat the shit out of them because they don't have any way of defending themselves.
Oh, sorry.
And she's been doing that a lot lately.
Jeez.
Well, if it helps, you know, Steve has been a spectacularly horrible receptionist. So
It's true. I'm very bad at it. And even worse is my pet raccoon. His name is Cosmo. He does the job though. The doors come open.
My pet raccoon is a worse receptionist than you. Yes, that's a ringing defense. So, yeah, I'm going to validate you by telling you you're better at being a receptionist than my raccoon.
No, better than me.
I know.
And also the raccoon.
Also the raccoon. All right. So that's the sense you get out of that. What the heck was going on with the Karen thing? She has no memory of that happening, or whether it's happened before.
Sure.
But
if we ask, does she remember the other times where she was Karen? Is this the first time that she was Karen that she doesn't remember it, or?
She doesn't know. Well, if she doesn't remember it, she wouldn't remember it. But she has, the last time she remembers being Karen was before Karen was killed.
Okay.
Because she has no desire whatsoever to be in that mind again. Because she does remember a lot of very like simple details when she's Karen.
And she remembers my waffles.
Hated her.
Or pancakes. She remembered the pancake thing.
Oh, she didn't like
Karen
memory. Amnesia is not the scars that she's developed.
Yeah, I just didn't know if she actually remembered the pancake thing that she attended as Karen.
She remembers all of that stuff. Okay. It's just anything that's happened since Karen's death. She doesn't remember being Karen or any of that.
All right. I suppose I probably should actually make an appearance back at the place.
The portal at some point. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and deal with them first, though, because let's do the initial cleanup stuff.
Yeah. It's more of a... I'm just to state, after that, I'm going to take Abby back there. It's up to you, Steve, if you'd like to come with, or if you join Team Saeed.
Nope, I'll come too.
Okay.
Of course,
all right.
They're going to decide where they're going now, so we'll see if we're not split again.
All right, so Cosmo is nominally at the desk. He's only got a little bit of a burger wrapper that someone was foolish enough to throw in the trash.
So
You want to look for this,
I
dude.
guess I'm surveying the damage.
There doesn't which damage are you surveying? What are you looking at?
Well, I guess I'm going to start in the front foyer. I mean, I don't know how they got in or what happened or if there was a firefight or.
Nope,
I
doesn't
have
appear.
no idea about it.
Yeah, it doesn't appear that there was any major struggle. I mean, Jared is not exactly a gun bunny kind anyway, and shooting at him would be worse than futile when he's not solid.
Okay.
So yeah, they just walked right in and walked right for the office.
You're talking about my office?
Yep, Gene's office.
Okay, so I guess I'm going down there next.
Yeah, I'll call.
Okay. Jared is sitting
Jared.
down outside of the door, and it looks like he's jury-rigged the door so that it's locked, like it can't be opened, like barricaded it from the outside so no one can get out.
Jared, what are you doing?
I've taken care of it. They aren't even trying to knock on the door anymore.
They're still
I
in
think they're
there?
unconscious. Yeah.
Having free reign with crowbar time.
Well, you could describe it that way, but yeah, I wouldn't. No, I figured out the trick of opening up that portal and flooded.
You what?
Yeah, I opened the portal, locked the door, and locked them in there with the portal and all the radiation electricity. They've got to be dead by now.
Well, I think our world is still intact. Yeah.
Yeah. Once the thing started shooting out electricity, they mostly were going for the door. I mean, getting electrocuted is not a pleasant experience, so I've heard. Where does that thing go?
Jared, okay. Hey, we're going to table this discussion.
Let me
And
go look.
yeah. Saul, I think that's your job.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna back up a little bit.
Well, undo this, whatever this is you did to the door.
Okay, it's just nothing fancy. Just pulls bits of metal and wood and whatever the heck you could find lying around out of the various places that would prevent it from moving. And all yours. And he takes off down the hall a little bit just to get out of the range of whatever.
Maybe back up, Jared. I don't know what the heck it does to you or doesn't. To
Yeah,
you.
that's why he's backing up. That's what I meant. He's
You be wherever, I
off
guess.
down the hallway a bit.
Not that I care about you one whit, but all right, I'll open the door.
It's okay.
Yep. Flooded with electricity and radiation, and there are 4 charred corpses on the floor.
God, man. All right.
2 of them have been clearly were trying to escape with the by banging the door open, but not because didn't work until before they succumbed. The portal is wide open, belching horrible.
I've seen Benji operate this thing a few times.
No, you haven't, because you can't see all of it.
I've seen you do stuff.
You have. You have, but every time I've done stuff, it's been different.
Yeah.
Okay, listen, I'm gonna have to talk you through it.
Yeah. There's yeah, they're not alive anymore.
Listen, can you show me what you can see through Trash Talk?
I don't know. I will try to project.
I'll let you at least communicate somewhat. I'll assign a -2 penalty for the indirect nature of it. But I'll let Benji be the one that's making the rolls.
Okay.
All right. I can't see your magic levers and buttons and whatnots.
Okay. Yeah. Let me. Well, let's give this a try. So we're talking, is this going to be a something plus
It's
a cult?
You want to do intelligence?
Sure.
I'm sure you want to do intelligence because that's your highest.
Well,
stat.
wits is just as good.
Okay. Yeah, either one works, and then at a -2 penalty because of the indirect communication.
Okay. Yeah. So let's give this a go. 2.
Okay. You are able to get the portal to close.
Before I close it, should I toss the bodies in?
Yeah, no.
Because, I mean, if they stay in this reality or whatnot, I mean, that means we have to dispose of 3 corpses.
Okay. All right. Put them in the portal.
I mean, you have some previous crime history, but I'm not really.
Listen, here's the thing. So, yes, you're right. Getting rid of the bodies this way is great. However, and I'm talking via trash talk now. However, their friends are going to want to know what happened to them someday. And if we tell them they went into the mystery portal, they're going to ask, what mystery portal?
Well,
I would much rather...
they're out of the wood chipper.
I would much rather deal with bodies. I at least know how to explain that.
Okay, well, we have 3 adult bodies in your office.
Yeah. We have people for that. We don't have people for portals.
Okay.
That's what Dunk's job is, right? One of them?
Yeah. Plus, give the finger to Dunk.
Make him
give him more work
bodies.
to do.
A friend helps you move, a devoted helps you move bodies.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I suppose, yeah, if we force Dunk to do it, that's somehow satisfying.
And he has to do paperwork, a lot of it.
Yep.
He might get caught with corpses. That's also satisfying.
Now the police are all on the take.
Well, the portal's shut, but I don't know if it's safe for you to enter this place.
Well, I have a Geiger counter in there now.
Oh, where'd you leave it? I'll go find it.
I tell you where I left my Geiger counter, provided that my Geiger counter isn't fucking broken now.
From the sheer amount of, well.
I will use the Geiger counter as I probably have some familiarity with it.
You're a nuclear scientist, I imagine you do.
Well, he happened to have it in a special container, which was designed to deal with just such a happenstance.
It's called the desk in the office.
Possibly. In any case, it appears like the radiation levels are tapering off much more quickly than you would expect radiation levels to taper off now that the portal is closed.
Yeah, it's the bad radiation. It's actively finding people to go into.
Yep, that's fine.
Well,
that's what it's for. The whole building is designed to leach this sort of stuff.
All right. Well, I'll wait till it gets to a level that I have figured out to be safe, and tell him he can come in.
Okay. Jared comes and pokes his head into the situation again. So, like I was saying, where does that portal go?
The magic realm of electricity and death. How about you go find Dunk and tell him to get rid of these?
Yeah, sure. He makes a phone call. Directs Dunk to come move some bodies for him.
With his ghost phone?
It affects immediate possessions. It wouldn't deprive a CEO of his cell phone, even if you gave him the superpower that would normally prevent him from using it. He doesn't. It doesn't have. Yeah.
So I need to have a very careful conversation with Jared right now that involves me getting information from him, but not giving information. I need to figure out how he knows how to open the portal.
That's a good question, isn't it?
Yeah. But I know for a fact that there's no surveillance in here.
Yeah.
Because we've taken great pains. So I think I'm just going to have to talk to him. Is there anything about him that I can see? Well,
he's right now he is in solid form. He has to be in order for him to interact with you at all.
What I'm saying is, like, I can see other things. Is there anything other about him?
Oh, I'm not sure what you mean by other things.
Well, I have. So
Big O.
I've got this otherworldly connection that shows me stuff related to this. Is there anything that I can see that's different about him?
Nothing has changed since the last time you've seen him. And nothing like that is specifically God machine-y with him.
So let me tell you what I'm worried about.
Yeah.
Or I should say what Benji's worried. Benji's worried that Gene has gotten to him.
Oh,
because that's where Benji lives in Benji brain.
That's fair.
It is that so I'm looking for any kind of evidence that he's got a demon on his shoulder, or that he has some connection to ways that I got that connection.
Give me a wits plus occult.
Okay. Oof, that is a failure. I'm going to go ahead and turn that into a dramatic failure.
You are pretty sure that he has made an alliance with one of the genes. You're not sure which one.
Okay. Well, I mean, they're both conviction touchstones, so it doesn't really
matter.
I just got to figure out which one now. All right. That's an exciting new mystery for me.
Mm-hmm.
So I will have a very awkward conversation with him where he asks me a lot of questions about where does the portal go, and I ask him a lot of questions about about how recently he's seen Gene, and we don't tell each other any information.
Right. His line of questioning, just so you're aware, is he's asking things about the motorcycle and, like, whether they have whether this has to do with the accident that happened, in the sense that, like, this is your ability to open up the portal allowed you to experiment the way that you did, and he is asking whether you've come up with a way of like some sort of radiation suit or hazard suit that would allow someone to survive this environment.
Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm actually going to be remarkably candid with him about some of the things that he's asking about.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to tell him that yes, we did create a suit that allows you to survive this sort of thing. I'm going to tell him that the motorcycle was intended to function within, like, on the other side of the portal, and we did get it to work. But as far as we can tell, there isn't anything on the other side. There's this giant tunnel on the other side, and then well, we don't know where it goes.
Interesting. Well, I have access to a whole
as
bunch
far
of
as we can tell, the tunnel just goes on forever.
Oh, well, I guess I probably just didn't have enough time to fully explore it. I can find some people that have more time. I'd be curious about this. Oh, by the way, ever since the accident, I've been able to see Gene's office, like really seen Gene's office. So don't blow smoke at me.
What? I just told you everything.
Just giving you a warning because this is. I appreciate your candor in this conversation, but there have been other conversations where you have been a little less candid about the nature of this room.
Well, then again, there was those conversations that we had where we didn't think you were there, and you just listened in to us. So now we're even.
I would consider us relatively even. Dunk will be here shortly to remove the bodies for us.
Benji, since they were trapped in here, did they crowbar stuff?
No, it looks like they just died.
All right.
As far as I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, Eric, but they probably didn't have a lot of time to do that.
No, being electrocuted is a bit of a disincentive to actually trying to complete your mission.
Or you go wild with a crowbar to try and stop it.
True.
Yes, but they apparently did not go in that direction.
All right.
Plus, the world is still here.
Yeah,
as far as we know.
That was good news.
This is very bad. Like the one advantage that we had over the conspiracy was that
they couldn't see Gene's office.
Exactly.
We just need to shove Jared in the hole.
What? You wouldn't shove him in the portal.
Well, now he knows there's a safe suit.
Yeah. You totally wouldn't stick pins in the safe suit and compromise his integrity.
Oh no, I'm definitely sabotaging the safe suit. You definitely, like, as soon as he knew that, I was like, okay, that's plan A, is to sabotage the safe suit for when we're not using it.
Compromise. Yeah, I agree with that line.
He is definitely going to try and use the motorcycle. I'm definitely sabotaging the motorcycle so it will break down. Not immediately.
How long was it till we kind of reached the other side or whatever again?
5.1 miles.
It was longer than that, but it was not like, oh my gosh.
Did we drive for like 15 minutes or something? It
was a pretty decent amount. It would be a long walk. Not insurmountable, but it would probably be like multi-day.
Multi-day?
On foot, yeah.
The motorcycle's pretty fast.
Yeah, well, humans are slow.
There's that. Especially while wearing a giant spacesuit.
Yeah.
You just need to get me a hamster ball so I can slime my way through.
Mm-hmm.
We made you a cat backpack instead. I'm sorry.
But I'd be self-propelling in a hamster ball.
Yeah, well, we were gonna try and find this Saeed dude, yeah?
Yeah. I'm getting to it.
Yeah.
We just got so many fires to put out.
It's true.
Should. Oh wait, never mind. I'm not there.
Not yet.
Not yet.
I mean,
All right, let's
the top of the suspect list is that ghost man himself, right?
I mean, yeah. I don't. I mean, we would have known if he was around when we were interrogating Saeed, but
Could have been when he left.
we faked him escaping, right?
Yeah, he faked him escaping.
So even if we did get witnessed, like we're not implicated. I'm glad we've been fucking careful.
As far as we know.
How far away do we know he got? It was like waiting for a taxi or something, right?
Yeah, it was a couple of blocks away around the corner. I think we should use your superpower to figure it out.
Well, let's go there. We can try, it's all new. So
Can we move while using it?
if we are in it, our actual selves are in a trance state.
Oh, so no.
But you can move within it.
In the history.
Oh, well then let's just go to the apartment and that he started in and start there, because then we can leave our bodies somewhere secure.
Again, yeah, we can see, but the issue, obviously, that I've learned extensively after the one use of this power is that the targeting is.
But can we follow him though out of the room?
It depends on what we're actually seeing, but yes, if such a thing were, we can follow someone, we can talk to people, we can interact with things.
Well, let's try it.
All right, we will go try it from the apartment.
Okay.
We can trance safely.
All right. Go ahead and do your thing.
Well, I just put the blinds down and shut the lights off.
Well, oh no, don't do that. Yeah, don't do that, because then it's just sort of involuntary, and I don't know what will happen.
Oh, I thought that was what we were doing.
No. I should be able to do this. I'll like control this.
Oh, all right. Well,
so I will use my consume to bump it up so that I can get the precision as well.
Okay.
And I guess the target can be the location. The time would be the escaping of Saeed.
All right. You get like a good 30 minutes before your interrogation, when he's just sort of alone in there. And then you go through your interrogation again, which is extremely exciting. You get to play your own roles.
There wasn't, in the pre-time or whatever, there wasn't anything that was happening of note, like you just said.
Nope, just sitting there. Nothing untoward happened during that little bit of time.
Hey, Saeed, let's just say, hypothetically speaking, if you were to escape here, any known enemies that may try and wish you ill?
I have been very careful my whole life not to make enemies. You are the only enemies I have.
Yeah, but what if we weren't?
Then I would have no enemies.
I see.
Are you going to let me out or not?
Yes, of course we will. We're chums. You'll see shortly.
Okay.
Just out of curiosity, when we're there earlier, I don't detect Jared at that point, do I?
Nope, you don't detect Jared.
Okay.
Okay.
I not that I necessarily would be able to in the vision, but I guess it's worth asking.
Yep.
All right. Well, I guess as far as we're able, we can follow him as we leave later.
Okay. So he goes to his Uber, and he gets in the car, and give me a wits plus empathy.
Empathy.
Yeah.
Bro.
All right.
Not where your Vikings.
Unskilled -1.
I'm good at wits.
Yeah,
Oh, I got one.
I didn't.
Well, it's interesting. The Uber driver is pretty. I don't know. Looks like a thug in like regular attire, like the
Oh,
sort of
cool.
people that Dunk hires to move
You
stuff.
know this guy, Benji?
What's that?
Do you know this guy? He looks kind of like a driving thug.
Yeah. Well,
Like,
I'm gonna try and be him. Can I be him?
Yeah, sure.
Where you going?
He gives an address, and the driver starts driving in the general direction of the address, and then very suddenly, not suddenly, not like grabbing the steering wheel, but like, I gotta make a quick stop. Like, I'm paying for a trip. I'm running low on gas. I'm gonna get some chips too. Pulls into Dunk's place, and a bunch of folks come out and grab him and haul him off into things, and the vision ends.
Well,
Okay.
Dunk!
That's where
Dunk
Saeed-
wasn't there, remember, but his people knew that this guy was going to be getting an Uber, and somehow the phone call got intercepted, and they recaptured him.
Damn it.
This is redunculous.
All right. Well, that seems useful, actually.
I guess 3 of you already finished your aspiration for the day, and I guess that makes the 4th, because now you know where Saeed went.
The place you're talking about is the Four Seasons or whatever, right? Not the house or something. That was farther away.
No, not the house.
Yeah,
that was
the
a
towing.
special thing. But yeah, it's the
Business.
it's one of the business places. Yeah, it's like towing service.
Damn it, Saul.
What?
Not you. He got picked up again.
Yeah, I know. Means we got to go get him, man.
All right, you guys can be done with your margaritas now.
All right. Are you inconsolable?
Inconsolable.
Yes, we're done with our margaritas. Abby seems fine.
Abby is about as fine as someone who's been kidnapping people on a nightly basis can be
She's
against her will.
We will get an Uber, I just realized, because we got off here. Within that place.
Yes. Uber. We'll meet you at
Getting an Uber has become like slang for getting kidnapped.
Well, okay. We're going to get a real Uber.
Yes.
You are the conspiracy. What do you got? Nothing to fear from the
Fine.
Uber.
Getting a lift.
They'll take us home. Ooh. I don't know why that was a ghost.
well,
I'm very tired.
A very tired ghost.
Yeah.
So shall we reconvene?
Yes.
You guys are coming to the condos.
We can go. I guess we can go to the condos because I'm probably your best at infiltration.
You can just walk in.
Wait. They took him to Dunk's like business? Okay, I'm sorry. I heard Four Seasons and my brain was like a hotel that they were pretending was.
They've been known to do that too. You like usually a crappy motel,
But yes, Four Seasons landscaping. All right. Sorry, the past couple months have been a very long decade.
it has been a very long decade.
Home and LLC.
Yes.
The weather was actually semi-warm today. I had my heavy coat on, and it was too much. It was great.
Yeah.
Maybe one day we'll be able to stand in driveways again. Looking forward to that.
It's coming.
It's coming. It's been a long freaking winter.
So
Anyway.
what happened to Abby?
We made sure she got to her apartment and we left Bjorn with her.
Yeah. The thing is, we don't think she's okay.
No,
but
no,
we
no.
don't-
You still have a small child with Bjorn.
Crap! Forgot about this whole
There
time.
is a lot going on in this game. I am not introducing any more plots until you guys get rid of some of them.
I have
Thomas?
an experience to buy another manticore so I can have more babies.
What?
Have more babies.
Something about more
Baby
babies.
critters. I don't want more babies. They can tag
Oh.
you, like. Well, we can't bring Abby with us because traumatized and drunk.
Yes.
We don't want to leave the child alone with Abby because traumatized and drunk.
Abby is an adult and she lives here and she has a condo.
Yes, I suppose.
She can adult. Hopefully she doesn't adult as Karen.
That's what I'm worried about. Or, somebody stealing her. But
Yeah.
I have an idea. It's not a good idea.
well, no, it's okay. All your bad ideas
Sure.
are good ideas.
Why don't you ask Jared to keep an eye on her?
Oh my gosh.
2 birds, 1 stone.
No, that actually seems like a bad idea because Jared is one of
Yeah.
the to keep an eye on her to make sure he doesn't.
Wait, what?
Stupid goats and boats problems.
We have a goats and boats problem. Yes, we do.
No. I mean, keep an eye on Abby.
Yes,
Yeah.
I don't know if combining Abby with Jared is a good idea right now.
Oh. I was thinking he could keep an eye on her surreptitiously. We can't re-traumatize her if she doesn't know he's there.
Right. But not knowing about him was not the problem.
Oh wow. We can't re-traumatize her if she doesn't.
Keep it off in
I'm
her
fine.
own bed.
She's an adult. We'll just leave her alone.
And it's not very traumatizing to like be back at home in your own bed.
Yes. Okay, yes. Maybe Cosmo, we can just, you know what? I'm overcomplicating things. Let's get in the darn Uber.
Yeah.
We're not taking an Uber.
That's how
Well-
psychic happens.
Yes.
Yeah.
I tell you that is how that happened. And also we can take our real vehicle.
Another question is, boy, how did they know exactly when Saeed left?
That is
Yeah.
a good question.
Uh,
And it's the reason I'm hesitant to say, hey, like incorporeal guy I don't trust, please watch this person I care about.
Who called for the Uber?
Me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh.
Oh yeah, it was me all along.
I was just thinking that might mean your phone is bugged or something.
I think all our phones are bugged.
Yeah. Well, that's true.
The nature of things. It's
Hey
it's
Benji,
deviant.
Can you and Saul like do a quick check for bugs on phones?
Yeah, sure.
I don't know how to do that.
Okay.
I don't know how to do that right now, but I might be able to fix that.
Cool.
Well, you put the back door in, so I'm assuming you can do this. This is not my area of expertise. I'm
Yeah.
basically good
Yeah,
at
me neither.
into things and getting into tight places, skiing, shooting, and persuading.
So, what's the role for that, Eric? Is that a crafts or a computers thing?
Do they have security in this one? No, that was in our other game. Larceny?
If you want to make it
Larceny.
crafts, I think that's fine. Whichever one works best for you. I don't think it's. I think there's
Well,
some overlap. I don't know
With
if that's
computers, like here's the thing: is I can move my dots around using my
Oh, that's true too. So
superpowers. So regardless of what it is, I just need to know if I've checked off using my
same number of
superpowers,
points.
or not for the session. But yeah, if I could use some combination of crafts or larceny to figure it out, I guess I would do
Yeah,
that.
go for it.
first. All right, so intelligence plus crafts.
Yeah, sure.
Uh, 4.
Okay.
Mhm.
It is not directly bugged. It's just their normal conspiracy ability to intercept conversations and do similar things.
Okay.
By the way, I did find out that you are. So whoever remembered the number of miles that tunnel was absolutely dead on right. It was indeed 10.1 when you traveled it. I was thinking that it was longer because the maximum was significantly longer.
Okay.
So that was amazing.
I said 5.1, but if it's 10.1,
Yeah, it's
I would
10.1.
definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't right then.
Yeah. Okay. It was okay. So it was 10.1.
Oh, maybe it was 5 out and 5.1 on the way back.
It was 10 out and 10.1 on the way back.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah. Because Saul was raining on everyone's parade by telling them it was probably because the odometer was just rolling over, which is, was a fair point, but
it was a motorcycle deliberately designed to not have electronics on it. So
yeah. All right.
Deliberately picked for that. Okay, so I have no idea how they caught us. They must have people at the phone company or some shit. Because my phone isn't bugged, and I know that they weren't surveilling us because 70's apartment, and they haven't reinstalled surveillance. That's why we held him here.
Maybe one of the guys who works at Dunk's shop just has a part-time job as an Uber driver.
Everyone in the town, all the Uber drivers in Denver work for a conspiracy. Like seriously, like that is like the best idea ever as a conspiracy. It's just every Uber driver, like just everyone, because it could be anyone. You have no idea. No one ever gets 1-star ratings because none of their passengers who are abducted ever get a chance to rate anyone.
Yeah. Well, that's really comforting.
I mean, it's it's not like it's a threat to us, but
well, it makes me a little bit more comfortable about how crazy secret our way to interact with the other. What are we going to call them? The other group, of Saeed's group.
Well, we should probably maybe after all of today help him out, throw him a little goodwill, and maybe rescue him for them.
Yeah.
Seeing
You
as
did, you did definitely shoot one of their friends in the head.
Yeah.
we killed one of them, busted
True.
into their hideout, it's kind of tied to the other 3 that Dunk's taking care of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I was thinking you killed 2 of them, but one of them didn't take any damage because he had carapace.
And one of them was an invasive, and so he recovered from it immediately.
Right.
Like you did kill one.
Yeah.
The one that was like spitting out all kinds of fear.
Yes.
It's scary, shoot it.
Yeah.
Well, he deserved it.
He's taking that armor
We aren't gonna do round 2 for.
eventually.
So, what do you guys
Even
want
his
to do?
carapace 5. Like you're gonna be hard pressed. I mean, he's covered
How
in
did
razor
those-
blades.
The electricity and radiation damage.
Yeah. You just have we just have to survive enough rounds for that to kill him.
Yeah, I just have to keep him at bay for however many rounds it takes. That's why I said eventually.
Anyway,
So how do you? I mean, rescue.
Yeah, well,
Maybe we go back to Liquid Cat.
you've been there before, yeah?
I have been there before.
Did you get enough of the layout, like where he could be, where would they hold something?
I guess I
There's
was.
all the back doors and the windows and the security cameras.
I know where his office was. I know the main area. Was there anything else to that store?
it was a pretty simple place. I mean, it was like just enough to do what they do. I'm sure there was a garage for working on vehicles, something of that nature, but like, I mean, towing service, and there's always a moving truck parked there.
How
Sometimes
long
a couple
ago
of them.
that he got re-kidnapped then?
What was it, yesterday? 2 days ago? It was really recently. I mean-
Yeah, it wasn't even a full 24 hours. It's
Yeah.
Saturday evening right now, right?
Yep.
So if it's a small place, they may be not keeping him there.
Yeah, probably not.
I bet they just brought him there and then they brought him someplace else. Would I have access to see the transfer of assets?
You are a member of the conspiracy for all intents and purposes. So if you want to burn your effect, your condition for the session,
Could
you
you
could totally find out where he is.
could you say the first part of that again? Because I actually didn't hear anything you said over him for a second.
Oh, I said you were a member of the conspiracy for all intents and purposes. So you have your condition, and you can burn it to find out exactly where he is if you want.
When you say burn it, meaning that it would be.
Just for this session. Next session it would refresh.
Oh, okay, okay. I'm
Yeah.
not like. Then yes, let's use that for this session.
Now, this is familiar. It's that hotel. You know, the sleazy motel.
Uh-huh.
And you know for a fact that Dunk is otherwise occupied disposing of bodies for you.
That is true.
He's
So-
having a shitty day.
Yeah. That's good.
Let's rent a car.
What?
If we're gonna go there, let's rent a car
Oh,
because
okay, fair enough.
they totally know Benji's car
And my car.
and your car, and I'm assuming my car. And if
Probably all of our
yeah,
cars.
that's
So
what
you
I said.
have you do know somebody who works at a used car lot.
And we know that he's not supported by the conspiracy.
You do.
True.
Haven't thought about that in a long time.
I don't want to buy a car. I just want to.
Steve, buy a burner car.
Buy a burner car.
Yeah. And then when
yeah.
we're done tonight, we can go
Oh my
park it
God.
somewhere,
We can
and
always
we can
look
use
at
Good
the
night.
burner car if we need to not be known when we do shit.
I do not remember at all how resources work. Can I do that, Eric?
You have crap tons of resources. It would increase it, because it is an overt merit. It'll leave some sort of paper trail, but again, for all intents and purposes, part of the conspiracy. Yeah.
Okay.
But at least we're doing it through a demon, so who's like deliberately hiding. So
yeah, seems like the safe way to
Buy a burner car.
Just make sure you read the fine print.
Yeah.
Meme that works there? I don't remember
demons.
this.
Car does.
God, that's actually a really good idea.
Buying a burner car from a demon.
Yeah.
Who's the guy at the lot? Because I don't remember this.
It's the original demon that was that fell, the angel that fell like before Zechariah. God, what is his name?
Good Lord, it's been a while. Give me a second.
But he was the one that was originally in charge of this building, like before Gagungagab.
He was the sales guy.
Yeah. Oh, right. Yeah. He worked for them.
Yep.
Oh yeah, and he got really disheartened because of the shitty job he had to do.
Yep.
Yeah. But to some extent, he's kind of like Gene in the sense that he was a functional part of the infrastructure that broke down.
Yep.
All right. Lord, that's so long ago. See if I can find the character still. Oh my gosh, what is his name?
Character archaeology.
Brandon pops into my head.
Yeah, that's the name, Brandon.
You might be right. But Brandon, I think, may have also been someone else. Hold on. Brandon Hicks
Brandon Hicks was my
was your former boss, so no, it's not Brandon.
Oh,
it's
damn.
someone else.
Shit.
exploded. His child is being babysat by a cat.
It comes full circle.
Oh my gosh. If you don't shape up, you'll have to marry me.
What?
I have no clue what's happening.
Kind of weird
There was a show that Beth was watching. What the heck was it called? It's like it was a show about it was an anime about like a ballet school. Which the name is escaping me, but apparently the like teacher was a cat who, whenever like someone would like screw up and he was trying to scare them into being better, he would tell them, if you don't shape up, basically you'll have to marry me.
This is sounding vaguely familiar. Is it Princess Tutu? No.
Yes, Princess Tutu.
Okay.
She talked about it a lot because it was like just the perfect length for like morning exercise and about the level of intellectual stimulation that you want when you're doing morning exercise.
Wow.
Yeah. There was an evil lamp at some point, and it just, full of ridiculous nonsense. It's been too long. I'll have to dig through my notes to find this, and I'm not going to spend all night doing it.
All right. Well, I know who to call to get a card.
In my mind, he's a giant cat.
Somebody that might sell it to us on the DL after hours.
On a Saturday night.
On a
Late
Saturday evening, yeah.
When we found out where he is, do we know like what room number he's at?
I don't think it's that specific. It's a sleazy motel, though, and how many people could it have on a Saturday night? Wait.
It was pretty easy to tell where they were holding people the last time.
Yeah, it was pretty easy.
True.
But speaking of the last time,
Yeah, that went.
That went really badly.
It's okay. This time I have a rifle.
no, we're not going to do it like that.
Oh,
Or not.
okay.
No, we're not. We're
But
not going to get caught.
But it worked so well when we broke into the last place that we just broke into today.
I can't get half killed because I'm already half killed.
Maybe we do this tomorrow. It's already late. Wasn't it a while? Like an hour and a half or something away?
It was a ways away. It would be a late night.
Yeah, and you'll be better, right?
Well, but Dunk's occupied now.
He is occupied now.
Unless we make more
Monkey is
corpses.
occupied now. You're right.
I don't want to make more corpses.
Yeah, Tamsin, that's a great idea.
No, I don't want to make more corpses.
Well, we wouldn't make these either.
I mean, technically, yes, but
Well,
Dunk isn't there though.
if we're not gonna go bust in, how are we gonna go get him? What's the counterplay then?
wooble, wooble, wooble.
I mean,
Tiny kitty rider again. I mean, this time there's only one person to get out of there, so.
And again, no Dunk.
I have
And again, no Dunk.
I mean, I have an idea, but it's longer term and it's not a great idea.
Okay.
And this was something that I was thinking about before. So Saeed can see the office.
Yes.
I was thinking
Sometimes.
I was thinking that so I'm a member of the conspiracy and I have a fuck ton of work to do. I was thinking if they haven't sold him to anybody, I could
Maybe you could hire him.
requisition him. Remember when I was asking questions about whether Tamsin could, do stuff within the conspiracy to requisition things?
Well, I mean,
What if we convince the conspiracy to give him to us?
it's an interesting idea.
I mean, then we can, like he'd be safe, at least as safe as we are. And then we could convince the rest of his friends that what we're doing is not fucking terrible.
My problem with that is they know that we set him free.
No,
They don't.
they don't. He escaped.
They
Well, that's a question about the intercepted phone call, though.
they somehow know that he was getting out. I assumed that they know that we were setting him free. Maybe that's not true, but we don't know one way or the other how much they know.
Yeah. It doesn't make it worse to
Wouldn't want to give him right back to us if they knew that it was us that set him free in the first place.
I guess. Maybe we can convince them that it's worth their while to do it.
How?
Well, why are they holding me?
Getting him back to his group may stop them from attacking our apartments.
No, I don't suggest we give him back to his group.
His group doesn't really have a group anymore.
Yeah. What I'm suggesting is that they give him to us and then we convince him to stay.
I have a feeling they won't go for that. They generally like to have their own outside influence.
I don't know. That was my idea. If we
No,
can figure out a way to make it work, great. I don't have all the answers on this one.
Well, how about we at least? I'm just trying to figure it'd be worth a trip to go.
When we tried to break somebody out of this place last time, it was a horrible disaster and I almost died.
That is true.
Yeah.
Dunk was there.
Yeah?
Dunk's not there.
Okay. So what happens if we go in there and break this guy out? We're gonna be exposed then.
Well, it was more.
That's true too.
Yeah. Well, next session I can requisition him. I just because I used up that ability to find him.
Or, I mean, we tell the other guys where he is.
Let nature take its course.
I mean,
we know where
did-
he is. We know that Dunk is not there right now.
And we also know that we don't want to be seen breaking him out of there.
And if he's still there tomorrow, then we'll see what we can do to try and at least keep him close. But
You're terrible people.
What?
It's it's a
I
good
don't,
plan.
maybe we let them choose.
But they're in
I mean,
better condition to fight than you are right now.
Yeah.
Well,
Benji is.
So here's the thing: is if one of the problems with how this conspiracy operates is that it keeps backing us into a corner. Let's not back them into a corner and give them no choices. We'll tell them that we think that we have a way to get Saeed and to at least make sure that he's safe, or we can tell them, or here's where he is if you want to try and break him out yourself.
Okay, how about we do both? How about we do like we have them meet us there, and then we can all go and do this thing, and that way we're not exposed because he's not leaving with us.
but we're still there.
Yeah,
Or masks.
what?
Masks.
Well, yeah, I mean, like, how are they going to know that we're there, though?
Because they'll see us there?
I mean, the ones who are there are going to die when we shoot them.
Oh, okay. We're with one of those kind of plans.
All right, this took a darker turn than I was planning.
Or
Well, but I mean, they're not just gonna let us take him either.
the other guys
It's gonna
can
be a fight.
more upfront, powers blazing. Maybe we are just a little more support with masks and try not to do anything that is obviously us.
That's
Trying
over.
to cause another power outage. Wait.
I think
Which
think
means
you guys,
stay home. Solomon.
Look, here.
We don't do anything except gun stuff. Try.
Listen, here's the thing: is like, okay, so I know what you're talking about. You're talking about something that I'm pretty familiar with. I gotta. Before all this, I was a criminal, right? I mean, you guys have probably figured that out.
Yeah.
Like, I'm a wheelman, and I know what it is to do the kind of job that you're talking about. But here's the thing: is if they get caught, they can rat us out. If it doesn't work out, like I'm not willing to roll the dice on these guys if we're not willing to go in, and I'm not really willing to go in.
Yeah. Okay, that's probably
We're
fair.
back to requisitioning Saeed.
I think you made a very good point, that we can tell them where Saeed is, because that's what they wanted, was for us to find him.
True.
So we can give him that, but we can also give them a choice and say, listen, we think we can help Saeed without getting everybody killed. We just killed one of their people today. Like, they might be as ass kicked as we are at the moment.
Well, and that was kind of why I was thinking that we might go with them, just because they might not, if we're like, hey, come to this empty warehouse, Saeed is totally there, they might,
Yeah,
it might seem a little suspicious.
we could also see what they say.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying we might not be able to get them to go do that for us.
All right.
So
What's the plan?
requisition?
What?
Requisition?
Yeah, tell him our hopefully not so violent plan. We know where he is. We may have a way to get him. But now you know where he is, so I mean, you can do what you want.
Yeah, do it tonight. Dunk isn't there.
Ideally, yeah, Dunk's not there, FYI, and it's at least some kind of olive branch. Maybe it's not the best one as far as like joining them in a breakout effort. Might go over better, but we're not willing to go there. It's something.
I might think about it if I wasn't half dead.
Or lethal, whatever you're at now.
5 lethal.
5 lethal. Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah, it would be different if it was one of us.
Oh no, you're right. It's 4 lethal.
Okay. Well.
It was. I had 5 damage, but the bash healed. All right. Well, let's send them the message.
All right.
At least we have a relatively secure way to do it.
Yeah.
Yep.
They just do. Wow, I didn't even know that button worked like that.
Yeah.
That level of damage needs like actual hospital care, not like some dude trying first aid on you, right?
No,
To
only time will really help. Hospital will make it go faster. Hospital's only really super necessary for aggravated damage, but I mean, this will heal in about a week.
Maybe Kitty can speed that up.
Yeah, you can see that.
Yeah.
How does Kitty's work? How does Kitty's power work now?
So
I think you have to pet it.
You probably should, otherwise it might decide not to use it because it is still its own being.
yeah, it's up to I haven't printed that out.
3, I think.
Yeah, I upped it to 3.
Okay. Well, the only thing that wouldn't heal is damage dealt due to scars or adaptations.
Okay, so I do have some of that. But 2 of the 4 was definitely from
Altercations.
yes.
Yeah.
You can heal the altercation damage.
Woo!
Petting the cat, petting the cat, petting the cat.
How is the kid doing, by the way? We need to
She's
see
been.
the
You gotta deal with the kid at some point.
kid.
Not like it's not like it's not like your cat can open tuna fish on its own. So
Yes, no, that ability is being kept from him for
for a reason.
1 sec. Aw, Kaylee's looking happy.
If the cat had thumbs, he would need us.
You can just come across this way. Or
No, don't.
What uplifts is how you get uplifts.
just come across. Ooh, hi. Oh gosh. Hi. 1 second, I've been taking out of commission.
Yeah, I know how it goes. My 9-year-old does much the same thing once in a while. Usually he comes downstairs while I'm trying to do elaborate spreadsheet nonsense and tells me to ask me, but like babbles at me about Minecraft or D&D or something. So Friday was definitely D&D. It was fun.
Over here, it's almost always Minecraft.
Yeah, Minecraft is a pretty popular one.
I've never played Minecraft before, so
I have
it's
a pretty
entirely
extensive
brand new.
amount of it. But when he gets into like his YouTube videos, he loses me pretty quickly. Or like Arsenal, or what is the other one? Super popular shooter game, Fortnite.
I don't know. Super popular shooter game sounds like a great name for a game.
Probably one that you
Yeah.
can pick up on Steam for $5. Super popular shooter game.
Made in China.
Shooter simulator if it were a Roblox game. Super popular shooter simulator.
Aw. Okay.
All right. So your plan right now is to notify them of the location of Saeed. Let them know that Dunk is not going to be around tonight. But if they do nothing, you might be able to arrange for Saeed to work for you so that you can keep him from being sold off to the highest bidder
Yes.
or the earliest bidder. I'm sure that the conspiracy is a little desperate to offload all these extra deviants that they have that they didn't really expect to have. But
Because here's the thing: is especially now that Jared has outed himself as knowing about what's happening in the office.
yeah,
I can be a little bit more explicit about what I can see.
yeah,
And so if I know that they're holding somebody else that can help me,
yeah.
that's what they do.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that's a plan. All right. So many things going on in this game right now. I'm trying to prune some of these plot lines instead of adding more.
Yeah, you should do something about that, Eric.
This is just not. This is my Achilles heel in this game. In any
We're gonna
game.
start murdering plot lines.
I've already murdered one.
Well, I'm going to work on not murdering a different plot line by making sure she has food.
Okay, that's a good idea. Do not starve. Do not starve the blessing. The blessing 4 or 5.
I mean, I'm
High
assuming
blessing.
in that case, food would probably just fall out of the sky. Like,
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to keep her out of the beans without a can opener for several hours.
there's a reason I don't give the cat blessing pie.
There's a reason you don't give the cat what?
Blessing
Blessing
pie.
5. Yes. Well, also, like, it's kind of hard to get a cat, a manticore 5 dots of anything because you can't get them any other cool powers. So. Blessing 4, should be not 5.
All right, so this kid is living alone until further notice, I guess.
Yeah. She seems to have, like, become, after her initial freak out, she's become remarkably chill about this. Like, basically sort of resigned herself to never having anyone who ever will care for her again.
God damn it, Eric. Yes, I'm getting a new roommate.
Frozen Heart 5.
Well, if we're not gonna go bust things, I will. I should
Put your
probably.
gun away. Slide it underneath the couch.
Yeah. Return it to its spot at the front desk.
My condo only has one bedroom, though, doesn't it?
I'm sure it does. There's no reason to go second.
You chose not to get an upgrade.
I know.
You did. It's true. It's true. You could theoretically. Oh yeah, you did choose not to have an upgrade. So yeah, you're stuck in the
Fought tooth and nail not to get in. Hey Noel, I'm sorry. Hey Benji.
Are you going to ask me to reprogram the buildings so that you can move now?
No, I'm going to ask you to reprogram the buildings so that somehow my condo gains another bedroom. If that's even
what?
I
That
don't
would be challenging.
Well, I mean, the building changed itself to 80s decor, so
70.
That was
yeah.
the Angels.
okay. But what friends?
I'm not saying it's impossible. I'm just saying there's a lot easier solutions to this problem.
Well, I guess me moving could be.
Steve has a penthouse. He probably has like 4 bedrooms.
I am not sending, I mean, while she does have probably a merit to let her survive, I'm sorry, a power to let her survive, I'm not going to like.
She shouldn't live with
No,
me.
no, it wasn't.
Not a good idea.
It wasn't. There was someone else who moved. Not just it was. I know that Tamsin like desperately said not to, but there was like a thing that was going to move. It wasn't Steve that was moving. That's for sure. Because
Solomon.
yeah, Saul. That would be because he had the actual the leaky building or leaky house.
Yeah.
So out with the old, in with the new victim. So Saul has a nice house, her nice condo.
Yeah, but she's like almost a conviction touchstone.
That sounds like a classic case of the way role-playing games work.
No, I am not having my boss's little girl live with me.
All right, well, is the other unit on my floor at least a 2-bedroom?
Is there another unit on the floor that is a
Her
2-bedroom?
own condo.
I'm not going to give the kid her own condo for some.
Steve has a lot of money, but that would add up after a while.
Haven't you guys seen Home Alone? Like
Oh
it'll
my
just be
God.
hijinks and stuff like that. It'll be cool.
She'll be foiling
won't-
robbers all day.
It won't get dark and depressing very, very quickly.
Oh my God.
It's Deviant, right?
Yeah.
I will poop flowers all over this game if I need to.
You will what?
I am lighting, like I am anti-darkness. Love.
So
Anti-darkness.
I have a different suggestion, Tamsin, as to how you could solve this problem.
Sell the girl.
Does it involve sticking the girl in a suit?
No, it just involves you just moving your apartment like you were supposed to in the first place.
Oh yeah, no, that's
Wait,
why I was asking.
But Jared took that apartment, remember?
Jared's apartment, the one I was going to move into.
That they were trying to move you into when you decided.
Yeah,
you
but
were
there's
not gonna move
tons
out.
of other ones.
Right.
Well, I guess that's true.
You have a list. It's in fact your job to find people to put in them.
I know.
And imagine how happy they'll be that I finally solved the problem of you not being able to go back in your old apartment.
Okay. So, but what I asked a question, I don't know if it was heard. Could we just make it so that the apartment on the other, I'm assuming that there is at least one other condo unit on my floor.
Yeah.
Okay. Can we say that it's bigger?
You could probably find a bigger condo.
So I'm just going to move to a bigger condo on my floor.
Okay.
I like being close to Steve.
It is convenient.
Yeah.
Even if he doesn't stop walking at night.
Yeah, and gesundheit, Kaylee.
And won't this be a thrilling thing to put in the requisition form on Monday?
Yeah, we'll give him news.
Is that we finally figured out how to move you out of your apartment?
Yes. But Benji is worried that it might not stick, so we really need some help to try and keep the building under control. We've heard that this one new asset has the ability to see things. Can we please have him to help?
Yeah.
So
I there's too much work for me to do by myself. I desperately need help. And we know that you have this guy. We were planning on keeping him, but then he escaped.
yes.
We're going to keep him from escaping the next time. That's a question.
All right.
Well, that's not our problem. That is not our department.
That's a question for arbitration.
Yeah, leverage lady.
Yeah.
All right. We have a plan for the kid. We have a plan for the Saeed. We have a plan for the building. You all have to help me move now.
No, you make Dunk do it.
Not Dunk touching my stuff. He'll get Dunk. Fine.
Oh God.
Watch
I am
it.
gonna have to actually undo what I did to the building though.
I don't know if you heard, Eric, since we weren't going to be doing shenanigans, I was going to at least try and get in touch with Inara to make sure she's, not trapped in a torture chamber or whatever.
No, she's not trapped in a torture chamber.
Good.
She's totally fine.
Saying that like
We're
that.
completely under their control right now. Why would they do terrible things to her?
Well,
She
good.
might be a part of it. Nope, she's
Rule
fine.
0.
It's okay. Sometimes rule 0 saves you though, because sometimes if you suggest something, I'll be ornery about it and refuse to do the thing simply because you suggested that might be the case.
Yeah. My hope is that at least my one remaining loyalty touchstone can host this for a session or two.
Yeah. I guess you messed with who? Oh no, neither of you can. Oh, you have an interest to mess with Francois. Keeps on not coming up. Soon. The weekend is almost over.
Good.
Hey, it's almost time to go back to work.
Yeah.
Right.
Might not even
That
be
feels
disastrous.
I mean, I'm the doorman, so I'm always at work. But hey,
If you're the
front desk.
doorman.
not the doorman,
Yes.
the front desk.
Yeah.
Eric,
Yes.
is that heal a minor? What's that do again?
When you mess with a touchstone, a conviction touchstone, it's a minor. When you you're the loyalty, it's medium.
Again.
I know you're desperate to get rid of your medium because you got it out of it. Or no,
Yeah. Did you say it's a medium?
it's medium that heals when you bond with a loyalty touchstone. At 3 a.m. on a Saturday night.
It wasn't 3 a.m. 'Cause
You
we
up?
Didn't
Are
drive
you
away to
booty call? Wait, no, just
shoot innocent people.
yeah. Well, you avoided having to shoot more innocent people. You only who actually did the shooting in that one? Was that you or was that Benji?
No, it was
No, it was friggin' Steve.
Was Steve?
Steve was the one that was.
That makes sense. The cold-blooded murderer is definitely the one that would do the shooting. Clearly.
like Benji.
The when we broke into the winter athletics play, yeah, that was me. I
Okay,
was definitely the one doing
That
the
makes
shooting.
sense.
And if they didn't have superpower, he would have killed more of them.
It's true.
It's true.
Because you have like unbelievable number of merits as well as the just base firearm skill. Like, why the heck do you have so many merits for firearms? I'd better explain this because you have Amnesia 5.
Yeah, I have a couple.
Yeah, I think of Marksman and another one.
Yeah,
I have marksmanship and quick draw.
I think those are the two that I have too.
Okay.
Oh, I have marksmanship and area of expertise.
Well, I have quick draw and
Ah.
firefight. That's what I have.
That's what it is.
One dot of each. But then
Okay.
I have 3 dots of iron stamina so that I never take wound penalties.
Me too.
Yeah, nice.
Well, it's hard to get me in the first place, so
Yeah, that's true as well.
unless you're playing the Olympic anthem.
And then, yeah. All right. Well, let's see. Have anything else really planned for tonight? Stuff that's on your list right now. Just to remind you about it, because there's a lot going on right now, and it's easy to forget. Warning Zechariah about Malio and Draconis is on your list.
Oh,
The
yeah.
Orphan was on your list.
Wait,
Charlie's
what?
Jewish-
What the hell is that?
Malio and Draconis, they're the ones that murdered Charlie.
Yeah.
Well,
The
one of
blue
them
guy.
murdered Charlie. The blue guy.
Blue guy.
I had totally forgotten about that.
Yeah.
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 Charlie's family could be a thing as well sometime, but well, the orphan, obviously, that you are dealing with a little bit. Charlie's USB drive, assassinating Francois, and then of course all of this, then your day job stuff.
Well, and Cornelius needs to die.
Blue
Yes,
guy, right?
yeah, we all have touchstones that need to die. Like, yes.
I am going to advance the plot to Sunday morning, and then I think we're going to wrap. Unless we're going to not do a, because we haven't done a, what's it called?
Vignette.
Vignette in a while.
Yeah, we should definitely do one.
Yeah. So, what should we do as a vignette tonight?
Well, what the other guys did when they ran off? I don't know.
What they are gonna do when they get their message.
Oh.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
that's great.
That's a good question. What are they going to do? Are there any others that you'd want to review, or is that that's the main one?
That was the one that came to mind for me too. So
Okay.
So, did we tell them that their friends were dead / incinerated?
No.
You know what else we could do as a vignette? We could play as the team who tried to raid the thing. Though I guess we know how that went, didn't
We
we?
did. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. It begins in crowbars and ends in screaming.
Yeah.
Mhm.
unless they're having a particularly interesting conversation with Jared during it, I like the idea, but
Yeah, no. It's probably better.
Plus, there's the right number of people in there, I think.
yeah.
Oh, I guess there's 3. Wait, no, hold on. Aaron,
Well, one of us
Daniel.
could be Jared.
Alberto. Well, no, I mean in the group that escaped.
Oh, sure.
The missing one.
There was someone named Daniel.
Yeah, Daniel, Aaron, and Alberto. So there's 3 that
Well,
escaped.
and they could go meet up with somebody that.
Well, I know you had a person that you made up as sort of the leader type that was
Oh,
not
yeah.
there. So what was he up to? And for sure he probably has the laptop.
Right.
So
Probably.
see if I can find those notes.
Maybe he was running, like he wasn't with the people that were breaking into the building, but he was like outside or something.
Yeah.
Got away. So maybe they know already.
Maybe he has Jared powers.
Ah. Jared has special powers.
I suppose.
Ugh. What's this note? This is what happens. Sometimes. I think it was last week, maybe the week before. The last session, rather. Oops. I'm going to break that now, 'cause it's not gonna be in- Hmm. Cam activated. We're almost there.
Rachel, you should play Alberto, the guy that you convinced.
Oh, the the guy who has gun hands and can run fast and fly for short periods.
Yeah, you're the one who convinced him to at least take some of what we said seriously.
It's the best roll I think I've had all game. That was...
Yeah.
Raymond. Raymond was the leader that previously interrogated Dunk.
Yes.
Okay.
I had 4 10s on that roll. That was beautiful.
Well, I think I was that guy last time, so I can be that guy again.
Good deal.
Eaten.
I'll be the Shrike guy. Daniel,
That is Aaron.
Aaron. Okay.
And that leaves Mr. Camouflage.
There was someone else that had his Stormcaller, the cold dude.
That is Daniel. Daniel is Camouflage and Stormcaller.
Okay, well, I guess I can be Daniel then.
All right.
And
Aaron?
what was the guy's name that we killed? The guy with
With the fear power.
and the things in his wrist and whatever.
There were 2 that we killed, I think.
No, one of them you did do a number on Alberto, but he's the one that recovered immediately because invasive.
Oh. Okay. Was he the first one that we opened the door and he was right there? Was he that one?
Yeah, but I'm just trying to find his name. Jorge.
Jorge. Okay.
Yep. All right. So, meeting back at like a agreed upon sort of fallback plan house, wherever that is going to be. I suspect it's still in Vale. Where is that? It's probably a shittier place than being in a museum.
In Vale?
Yeah, that's where you were.
Yeah, Colorado.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were saying that Vale was shady. And I was going to say, if there's one place that I don't know, like, is Vale shady?
What?
No. A shady place within Vale somewhere.
Let's say they've got a camper.
Okay.
Mm.
That's a pretty good hideout place.
Yeah.
Shall we begin?
Yeah. Well, I knock on the camper. I've got my 2 surviving friends with me.
Okay. So I come to the door and I look at the 3 of you and say, where is Jorge? Was the dead one?
Yeah.
Where's Jorge?
They got him.
Yeah, shot.
Hmm.
Well, they were a little bit more forceful than we were expecting.
Yeah. You three are the only ones who came back, too. We didn't hear from the other group.
Not at all.
Nope.
There wasn't anybody there because everybody's.
They all came to get the lady.
Should have been a raccoon. I don't know what to tell you.
Damn it.
Should have been a raccoon.
So they said that they let.
Saeed.
Thank you. Saeed go.
They let him go. Doesn't make any sense.
I kind of believe them because they seemed really angry at us for not holding up our end of the deal.
Hmm.
They said they can talk with the computer, the laptop.
Yeah, so they're going to try and track them at what happened on their end, and they let us know through the computer so we could at least get away.
Well,
And it's weird. I mean, there were like those big guys that showed up right when we were leaving, but it seemed like they helped us escape. There's this
I
like,
think
they were just
they teleported me.
really.
1 second, that big guy had his arm around me, that dunk guy, and as much as I don't trust them, I think that they were telling the truth about him having lied to us.
well, one thing's for sure. We have about a third of the numbers that we used to have. So if they are still playing ball with us, they're probably not out to, if they wanted to squash us, they probably would just do that now, right?
Well, maybe. I think so.
Unless they needed us alive or something.
Maybe they still
Unless
want
they
to capture
needed us
us.
alive for something.
And they said that thing that we keep sending that's in the building,
Yeah.
if we actually manage to destroy that, we'll end the world.
They said they talked to
seems a
Saeed
bit
about. We gotta
far-fetched.
find Saeed.
Yeah.
He's the one who knows about all that stuff.
True.
We just have to wait for a message, I guess. Or we can try
Well-
and see.
Do I, if I take a look in the laptop, Eric, is there a message there?
There
Or
is.
is that going to happen later? Okay.
We can have that happen now.
Okay.
With
Well, it looks
instructions
like they
about-
have his. It looks like they have his location, but I don't know. I think we're onto something with that whole. These people need us alive for something, and we're not sure what. Maybe Saeed is here, but it's also possible.
They said where Saeed is. Do they have him?
Yeah. It looks like he's, Four Seasons.
No. It's the Sleazy
Not
Hotel.
Four Seasons. Oh, this is the Sleazy Hotel. Yeah, you're right.
Okay.
He's being held at
Yes.
a hotel.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
a sleazy motel.
And that we can go and get them. He said if the email that we sent said that, yeah, they can try and rescue him if they want, or if they aren't able to rescue him tonight, we'll try and see if we can get him to at least be assigned to our area so that we can protect him a little bit.
Well, so what do we want to do?
I say we go in there and kick their asses, get Saeed back. We're not going to be able to know if they're telling the truth or not until we talk to him.
True.
Yeah.
If they're telling the truth and that guy's not there, how are they going to stop you?
But if they're telling the truth, then how'd Saeed get picked up?
Maybe they aren't as safe as
We
they
don't
think.
know.
I think they're lying.
I mean,
Lying about something.
They found,
Like I said, though,
they found us
they-
at the museum somehow. I just wonder if they've got some sort of tabs on us and we're waiting to have us lead them to something. I don't know.
I think
There's
they
nothing
want to.
left to lead them to.
I think they want to. I
Well,
think they want to
maybe
use
that.
us for something.
No, I think they just really wanted their friend back.
Well, then, if they wanted their friend back, then they wouldn't still be in touch, then, would they?
Well, except they promised to help with Saeed. They seemed legitimately worried that he hadn't made it back to us.
And if they wanted their friend back that bad, like that they were willing to like come in and fight us, they would have just given us Saeed, right? If they had him. I mean,
True.
and when I say they, I mean like the people that came.
What if there's microchips implanted in us?
Shut up about that microchip shit.
Roll fucking 0.
I just wonder which
Well,
one to know. Because, I mean, we got to see if he's there. I mean, are they
Yeah.
telling the truth or are they lying?
What other choice do we have other than to go get him, right?
Unless we want to see him end up like they are with their friends and families captured.
Shit, you think they got our family? I ain't called nobody because, you know,
Well, I mean, most of my family died, and I haven't really seen them.
but you had like people outside the building, right? I mean,
Yeah. Did they know about those people?
shit. Listen, let's go get Saeed.
Start with him.
yeah.
You think we can rely on the information?
Well,
I think for now we can. I don't think there's much that they would gain from sharing it with us and then not having it be accurate. If they wanted us dead, like I said, they probably wouldn't have helped us get here. We just need to be wary that they're not sending us off to die for their cause. But I don't think this is that.
I think we got to check it out a little bit. If it looks like it's true and that he's there and that they don't have that big guy, then I don't know. I mean, maybe they can't stop us.
Yeah, maybe we just go grab him.
Yeah, if it doesn't look good, if it looks like a trap, if it looks like I don't know, something's not right, then you know.
all right, let's do this. Let's get
Yep.
Saeed back.
All right.
You I don't remember the name of Metal Man.
Aaron?
Yeah. You're all right from earlier today?
Yeah, bullet bounced right off.
Yeah, he
Not
didn't
like what
take,
happened to Jorge.
he didn't take any damage from us at all. Jerk.
not gonna.
At 5, like even unless it's an armor piercing bullet, it doesn't go through at all.
Yeah.
I'm not ever gonna forgive that guy though.
It's a radiation guy. Or a different one. Anyway,
I'm assuming he's talking about Steve.
Yeah, he's talking about Steve.
everyone hates Steve.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Good to know.
Poor Steve.
That's fine. Steve probably
What?
deserved it. He did murder their friend.
He did murder their friend. It wasn't Steve that started shooting though. It was definitely Benji.
Yeah.
Steve also won't remember shooting his friend, so
All right. I guess that wraps that.
Mhm.
All right. So
they're gonna go and well, I'm not
things
sure
up.
if this is part of the thing, but are they gonna break him out or no?
they are with a high body count.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, well, you know.
Did we just send them to die? Well, I guess we didn't send them to die.
Oh, no. They're going to be fine. It's the poor saps that are there. All the goons are going to be screwed.
Oh, okay.
No.
Yeah. Because they're just humans.
They're just baselines. Yeah. They're. Yeah.
Well, what's Kanungagap doing having baseline humans taken care of?
Well, they have the handcuffs, right? That helps. Mostly.
and they don't have Abby shutting something down.
Yeah, they don't have well, Abby, you guys, extracted, and I'm sure that they were kind enough to give her the night off under the circumstances.
You know what? That's right. I need to. Okay, since we aren't going to requisition Saeed, I need to requisition Abby back because I need the incredibly valid point that part of that 100% the reason they were able to stage an effective attack on the building twice.
Because you were lacking your receptionist.
Yes.
Yeah.
With the depowering abilities.
Yeah.
Yay, Steve lost his job.
Well, it wasn't a real job anyway.
No, it wasn't.
Siding
Steve
with
would.
Raymond's group does not mean that we can't use Raymond's group as a bugbear to get our way within the conspiracy.
Yes. I just get to push any requisitions for them at least off another session. All right, actually, I think that is my aspiration for next session.
Yep, I was about to start asking about that. Okay. So, Benji, aspiration.
Come back to me.
Okay. Soul.
Yeah, I gotta think.
Okay.
Yep.
Sounds like Tamsin. Steve, anything offhand?
Blogging.
Oh yeah, blogging.
I think before all of our friends got kidnapped and things,
Yeah, you were trying to
I was trying to make a blog about Dunk's, one of Dunk's holding sites. Kinda.
Oh, you were doing the body blog?
Yeah, it was about a bunch of dead bodies out in the woods. The trace back
blog
to
about the mass grave.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
right.
That's great.
The one that
Samson.
sounds okay. Yeah.
All right.
Requisition
Okay.
Abby.
Requisition Abby
Or keeps.
for keeps.
No take backs.
All right. Good soul.
I'm gonna see if I can work on tracking down Cornelius.
All right. And Benji.
Okay, I need to
Sabotage
talk-
the suit.
What's that?
Sabotage the suit. Carry on.
That's it's one of my many things, small things to deal with. But I think I really need to go meet up with Zechariah and talk over some of this stuff with him. He has been completely absent from things for far too long.
Yeah. Time to get him very, very involved. Whew.
Oh shit.
What?
It just occurred to me that I need to change it. I took that critical failure, and now I need to find out why Jared is working with Gene.
Ah, okay.
There has to be consequences for this.
Right. So that is 4 beats apiece. Nothing in the beat jar this week.
4 beats.
Just one experience.
Yep.
Yeah, a full experience.
One full experience. Nice.
Yeah. Well, I think last week you had 3 plus like 3 leftover. So this
Yeah.
was 3 with 1 leftover. All right. Any experiences to spend, or scars to do things with, or other excitement?
I
Nope.
think I'm going to sit for the moment.
Yeah.
This condo is a whole lot of I wouldn't want this to be my condo, but I think it looks cool. Just saying.
I like the furry carpeted spiral steps.
It's just so like much what it is. It's just so it's so unified, and I appreciate the unity of the. It's really like it's devotion to a theme. It's dedication to a bit.
Devoted.
Yes. If you want green 70s look, it is definitely green 70s look.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. Well, there's actually a story behind this that comes along with the picture. That is basically this was a very carefully renovated 70s condo that had been untouched until they renovated it. Something like that. Wacky. So anyway, experiences. Anyone spending experiences?
Nope.
I know you were hinting at maybe upping your cooldown to boost your enhanced speed. Is that going to materialize, or is that going to stay where it is for now?
I'm thinking about it. But I don't have a major instability anymore.
Well, you can downgrade a medium to or heal a medium instead.
Instability.
Okay.
I only have.
Only have minors now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess I need to just ignore my linchpin, or not my linchpins, my people for a while.
Touchstones.
Yeah.
Hard
I'm
when you're in
sold
the
about
middle of a Save Abby mission.
Yeah.
Yep.
You were just going to be very, very involved with that one. All right. Well, I can't think that there's anything else going on right now. So I guess we'll wrap up. I'm Eric Zawadzki. I'm the developer of the Deviant Renegades game line. This is my regular tabletop group meeting in quarantine. Go ahead and introduce yourselves one more time.
Jake playing Steve.
Noel playing Benji.
Rachel playing Tamsin.
Mark playing Solomon.
All right. Thank you.